Let's talk coaching searches. What can you tell me that's happening at Tennessee and now at Florida State?
The Tennessee things have gotten just so chaotic in the last week with the craziness around the Greg Schiano hire, where they hired him and then they, both sides agreed to it, and then they pulled back because there was a fan revolt, and then it went off the rails from there. With Jimbo, are they going to go for Mike Gundy? Is he really going to take it? No, of course he's not. He turns it down, then like one guy after another. Then they get to Mike Leach. The AD's all set to hire him. Mike Leach is on board, and then they blow up the deal because there's a power play behind the scenes. Bill Fulmer, who had always wanted to be the AD, he's now the AD. I don't think he's going to want to hire Mike Leach. From talking to people around, the Tennessee brass, one of the things I'd heard today, and I've heard it a couple of times this weekend, was that don't be surprised if Bill Fulmer gives a long, hard look to Chad Morris, the head coach at SMU, or Brent Venables, who's the defensive coordinator at Clemson. Two guys that Fulmer really trusts and leans on are big believers in both of those guys from their Clemson days. Obviously, Venables is still there, so there's that. As far as FSU, I do believe that Willie Taggart, who's at Oregon now, former USF coach, he is the prime target there. It was reported not that long ago, maybe an hour ago, that Willie Taggart was finalizing a deal to become the next head coach. I can tell you that is not accurate. It's nowhere near that far along. I have a good source on this who said they haven't even met as of yet. So now it wouldn't shock me if Willie Taggart left to take the FSU job. That's home for him, and he grew up a Florida State fan, and obviously Florida State's a great job. But keep in mind, he has probably a first-round talent at quarterback in Justin Herbert. They have really done a really good job building things up, and I'm sure Phil Knight likes the direction of it and would like to do whatever he can to try to keep Willie Taggart there.
Well, in terms of the Tennessee job, Ben McAdoo's available, Bruce. I bring that up completely facetiously to get to the David Shaw situation because there may be no situation at all. I started the show saying if I'm Tisch, I'm Mara, or any owner in the NFL, my first call is to David Shaw and saying, here's a check. What number do I write in it? You come be my guy. Do you think that's possible? Would David Shaw do it?
I think it's possible to reach out. I don't think he's ready to go yet. I mean, this comes with no direct, insight from David Shaw in the last month or whatever. I just think at some point he's take that move. I just don't think he's ready. He loves it at Stanford. He loves the environment he has there. It's just a matter of when does he do it. I mean, what year? I don't think he would leave right now. I really don't. But I think if you're the NFL, you got to call and ask.
The Rich Eisen Show, weekdays at noon Eastern on Audience.